Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining again. All right, we are back today, and it's really a countdown to playoffs. We just can't rest. The Super Eagles have actually put us in this situation. So we must be talking about the World Cup, the World Cup, the World Cup, even though the qualifiers have come and gone, but for Nigeria, it's still on. Other countries will be praying for the main thing, for the events. Looking forward to the event, how to organize friendlies, to themselves, ready for the World Cup. So, if you are just joining, welcome. If you are just joining, welcome. Thank you for joining. If this is your first time of joining, please do not forget to subscribe. Let's make it 4,000. Let's make the subscription 4,000. We are almost about 3,670 or thereabouts, almost that now. So please, we'll get there. We'll get to 4,000. It's gradual. So it will be a disaster if Nigeria didn't qualify for the World Cup. So says Sunday Olise, former captain and former coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So basically, that's what we'll be talking about. If Nigeria didn't qualify for this next World Cup coming up in USA, Canada, and Mexico in 2026, then it will be the second time consecutively that we won't be qualifying for the World Cup. We're not in Qatar, and it all appears like we'll not be in the next one. And we're looking at the situation now, why it will be a disaster for a whole lot of people here in Nigeria, including me. It will be a disaster. Why is it going to be a disaster? We'll be hearing from Sunday Olise. Now, in this podcast, he made mention of the implication of Nigeria not qualifying to the next World Cup. And I totally agree with him. I totally agree with Sunday Olise. 100%. Now, you see, 4 years is a lot of time. 4 years is a lot of time. 4 years, a lot have changed, especially in Nigeria and of course in Africa. But let me localize it, especially in Nigeria. A whole lot of people, get their livelihood. They get their livelihood from football now, from sports. They get their livelihood from sports. That is, it is either you are a player. If you are not a player, you are, a journalist covering sports, or it's an industry. It's a sector that comprises a whole lot of people. It's a sector that comprises a whole lot of people, millions of people. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is, between Qatar 2022 and the next World Cup next year, a lot of people have invested into making sure that they get something from talking about football, not just football, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Super Eagles of Nigeria. And because Super Eagles of Nigeria is a brand, is that brand out there, a lot of people survive from that brand. Now, as journalists like us, we survive when Super Eagles are doing well. The Super Eagles are actually doing well. Oh, it's fantastic for us. It's good business for us. But sometimes we have to keep that sentiment aside. We have to keep that sentiment aside. When your national team is not doing well, you have to say it the way it is. So that's why most people who follow me, who know me very well, think I don't love Nigeria. I don't like Nigeria. It's not like that. Nigeria is my country. The national team is my darling team. But if they are not doing well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So it's a sector now, it's an industry where you have people feeding from it. Where you have a lot of Nigerians earning something from it. And it is a disaster to them when the national team is not doing well. It's always a disaster. A lot of people who are not traditional journalists are into podcasting. So for you to earn something, for you to get the views, for you to get the subscribers, for you to to get that leverage, for you to have that branding, for companies to come, if you have a whole lot of people watching you, if you have a lot of people who watch your podcast and all that, you need the Super Eagles of Nigeria to do well. And if the Super Eagles of Nigeria are doing well, then it now becomes an avenue for the young generation to come up, to look after those playing now and yearn to become like them. Despite our performances as we speak right now, at least we have a player that people talk about now, in person of Victor Osimhen. So a lot of Nigerian youths, a lot of children, a lot of young lads now are looking forward to Victor Osimhen. They want to be like Victor Osimhen. But we want more Victor Osimhens in Nigeria. So that is the disaster. It's not like, if Nigeria didn't go to the World Cup, I say the World Cup will have no value. No, we are looking at the implication at home here. For instance, if the Super Eagles can't qualify or can't go to the next World Cup, how will I have the opportunity to go to the next World Cup to cover? Even if someone wants to sponsor me with my little resources, cover Ghana. Not that I shouldn't cover those teams, but it will be more interesting when it is, of course, the Super Eagles, because we are Nigerians. You would want your darling team to be there. You want to see a Victor Osimhen. You want to see you want to see the likes of Moses Simon, Chukwueze, Trust Ekong, and so many of them in TT. These are names, household names here in Nigeria, and others coming up now, like Adams, and so on and so forth. Sentiment aside, the Super Eagles of Nigeria is a big brand globally. A big brand globally. It's a big brand globally. A lot of people love the Super Eagles of Nigeria. A lot of people love Nigeria. If Nigeria qualifies for the World Cup, the Nigerian Football Federation, that is the NFF, they make money. They make money. From where? From selling of the national jersey. They make money. Even our government, they rest that time from criticisms. All attention will be focused on the Super Eagles. And then they'll have a sigh of relief. That is what we are talking about. And that is the angle where Sunday Olise is coming from. So I'm going to play the audio. I can't play the video because of copyright infringement. Okay, so we got to hear what Sunday Olise got to say about the implication of Nigeria not qualifying to the next World Cup. Please, if you are just joining, subscribe to the channel. Please do subscribe to the channel and give this video, this live, a thumbs up. Thank you so much for those of you who have already given this video a thumbs up. I thank you so much. I appreciate. Please do subscribe to the channel wherever you are watching me from. I really appreciate you. Please drop a comment. If you are in Nigeria watching from wherever you are watching, please drop a comment. Do you agree with Sunday Olise that Nigeria not qualifying for the next World Cup will be a disaster? Will it be a disaster? If you agree, please drop a comment. If you don't agree, please drop a comment. Now, the next World Cup, Africa might be having 10 teams. And the Super Eagles not be among the 10 teams. This is unbelievable. Really, really unbelievable. So please, let's hear Sunday Olise.
I'm hoping that we make it. Personally,
that's Sunday Olise talking.
It will be a disaster if we don't qualify. I'm not going to go into details, but if I can speak to my countrymen, this non-qualifying for this World Cup will be one of the worst things that could ever happen to Nigerian football. It will be so dramatic, the multiplier effects of not qualifying, because not only is it 2 World Cups one after the other, it's because it is coming at a time whereby almost the whole world is going to the World Cup.
Of course.
We are good.
Sorry about that. I think it's a network. I'm going to continue playing it. So you heard Sunday Olise there. Almost the whole world. 48 teams going to the World Cup is almost the whole world, of course.
We have 10 teams going to the World Cup from Africa. We are practically talking about 20% of Africa is going to the World Cup, and we are not part of it. So the gravity, what is going to affect the media business, the football business, the local league business, those who are making academies, those who have football clubs, who are trying to groom youth to sell abroad, it is going to damage the credibility to even want to come here and try to look for talent.
Of course.
If I go on and on, you will not have a good day. But the point is that even all those who work on podcasting, those who work on television, those who work, even companies that the betting companies, this is going to be dramatically, financially, psychologically, in all kind of carnage that you can think of, is going to be damaging for us. That is why I am part of those who has, given a sigh of relief. At least we get the chances to them. Because I have too many people that I have come to appreciate that I spend time with now, that their livelihood is now linked to Nigerian football doing well. That's included. The man just told you now.
Of course.
Look at it now. We're talking of $365,000 that he lost.
$375,000.
$75,000 that he lost. Let's round it up like we do in business. Let's put at 400,000. 400,000 by 15. We're talking of a man that lost almost billions, almost 60 billion. That is what he is lost because they didn't qualify last time. So we have to make sure that we're there. Hey.
So that's Sunday Olise talking there. The former captain and coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, breaking down the implication of Nigeria not making it to the next World Cup. So we now have an opportunity. Our next game is against Gabon. We are playing against Gabon next on the 13th of November. Less than a month from now. Less than a month from now, we're playing Gabon. And then, if we can win Gabon, and whoever that will come in the next game on the 16th of November, a month from now, be it Cameroon or DR Congo, then of course we'll see what happens from there. So if Nigeria can, go past the issue right here in Africa, that is the playoffs, and go to the intercontinental, I think we'll stand a big chance. The problem will be here in Africa. So the implication is huge. We cannot afford not to be at the next World Cup. See, it would have been better. It would have been better if we did it from the group stage. Straight up. By now we should be talking about, okay, how is the World Cup going to be like? Or maybe our focus now would be on the Nations Cup. And then from there prepare, get a good team, and we'll go to the World Cup. But here we are, still talking about qualifying for the World Cup, while other countries like Ghana are now resting. They are now resting. So, to surely be a disaster. Honestly, I 100% agree with Sunday Olise. People like us will be affected. But I'm used to Nigeria's disappointment. Should we not qualify for the next World Cup? Ghana is there. The Black Stars of Ghana are there for me to support. Senegal are there for me to support. The West African coast. Okay, so and there are two great nations. So honestly, Nigeria not qualifying for the next World Cup. We have the opportunity. We now have the opportunity to do it. We can do it. It is possible. We can do it. We can qualify. It is possible. Let's just take these games one after the other, and I tell you that we will get there. So if you are just joining, please do well to subscribe to the channel. And give this live a thumbs up. So what do you think of Sunday Olise saying that Nigeria not qualifying to the next World Cup will be a disaster? Nigeria not qualifying for the next World Cup will be a disaster. Alright? So what do you make of this? In case if you are just joining, maybe let me play the voice of Sunday Olise one more time for you to know the implication of us not seeing ourselves in the next World Cup. Okay. So I'm going to play the voice one more time. I'm going to play the voice of Sunday Olise one more time. His own take on why Nigeria should be at the next World Cup. Should Nigeria not be at the next World Cup? Why it is, or why it's going to be a disaster, the big time disaster for the football sector here in Nigeria. So let's hear him out.
Not qualifying for this World Cup will be one of the worst things that could ever happen to Nigerian football.
Yes.
It will be so dramatic, the multiplier effects of not qualifying. Because
the multiplier effects are so huge.
It's because it is coming at a time whereby almost the whole world is going to the World Cup. We have 10 teams going to the World Cup from Africa. We are practically talking about 20% of Africa is going to the World Cup.
Of course.
So the gravity, what is going to affect the medium, business, the football business, the local league business, those who are making academies, those who have football clubs, who are trying to groom youth to sell abroad, it is going to damage the credibility to even want to come here and try to look for talents in Nigeria. If I go on and on, you will not have a good day. But the point is that even all those who work on podcasting, those who work on television, those who work, even companies that the betting companies, this is going to be dramatically, financially, psychologically, in all kind of kind that you can think of. It's going to be
a disaster.
That is why I am part of those who has, given a sigh of relief. At least we get the chances to there. Because I have too many people that I have come to appreciate that I spend time with now, that their livelihood is now linked to Nigerian football doing well. That's included. The man just told you now, if you look at it now, we're talking of $365,000 that he lost.
$375,000.
$75,000 that he lost. Let's round it up like they do in business. Let's put at 400,000. 400,000 by 15. We're talking of the man.
Please, if you are just joining, please hit the subscription button. Please hit the subscription button.
So we have to make sure that we're there. Hey, if you're hooked on this incredible stories,
all right. So that was Sunday Olise. Okay, talking about the implication of Nigeria not qualifying for the next World Cup. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him there, and I totally agree with him. Nigeria need to be at the next World Cup. So, we're calling on the Nigerian Football Federation to do all it can to make sure that as we look forward to the next playoffs, everything should be done. Everything should be done. All preparation should be on ground right now for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Everything should be done. All preparations should be ready. Travel, logistics, financial logistics, anything that needs to be done for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to come tops in the next playoffs and zoom to the Intercontinental in March, and there we'll see what happens. Priscilla, NOI Latte 1777. Hello, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. All right, I appreciate you. Please, if you are just joining for the first time, please subscribe to this video. Subscribe to this channel. All right, subscribe to this channel and give this live a thumbs up. Give this live a thumbs up. Give this live a thumbs up, please. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Sunday Olise? Drop your comment there. Do you agree with Sunday Olise? Do you agree with Sunday Olise that it will be a disaster if the Super Eagles, if Nigeria is not at the next World Cup? Now, we are talking now because we had a second chance. We are talking now because we had what? A second chance. So maybe that is how fate has designed the moment for the Super Eagles. There's nothing bad about second chance. I know it's a shame. It's a shame that we are talking about the playoffs. For a big nation like Nigeria, going to the playoffs, for you to qualify for a major tournament like the World Cup, it's a shame. But that is where we find ourselves. We need to embrace, we just need to embrace the reality. Okay, we need to embrace the reality. The group shouldn't be a difficult group for us to qualify. The group shouldn't be a difficult group for us to qualify. But unfortunately, here we are. So what do you want us to do? So there's nothing we can do. And we find ourselves, in the playoffs. And from there, we can, get the result. We've had countries who qualified through the back door. A very good example is Denmark. I think in 1992, the Euros 1992 or so. They didn't even play the qualifiers. I just have to make my research very well. Somehow they qualified somehow, but not through the qualifiers and all that. And they went to the Euros and clinched it. Okay, and clinched it. Okay, we've had one or two examples in recent times. Portugal winning the Euros. Yeah, I think they're winning the Euros some years back, not qualifying, not doing very well from the group stage. And when it comes to the knockouts, they find themselves, winning it. So sometimes it happens like that. In the Champions League, just last season's Champions League, PSG were struggling from the group stage. Yes, they were actually struggling from the group stage. So at the end of the day, they emerge winners. At the end of the day, they emerge winners. Emeritus Timmy, 6246. Yes, thank you for joining. You say, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. Okay, I'm from Nigeria. And Emeritus is saying, from Real Madrid. Okay, you're joining me from Spain. Are you joining me from Spain? Okay, joining me. Or are you a Real Madrid fan? You're a Real Madrid fan. Yes. We're supposed to be talking about club football, but you see, the club football is back. Maybe later or maybe tomorrow or so, I'll have to do live about the return of the club football. Tonight, PSG will surely be playing. Okay, well, they'll be playing Strasbourg, and so club football is back. We're supposed to keep the issue of the national team aside and talk about club football. But of course, here we are. Still talking about the national team of Nigeria, that is the Super Eagles of Nigeria, not qualifying yet for the next World Cup, and we need to qualify for the next World Cup. And of course, I got this one, Joe Evilman. You are asking, what you do on Friday? Or what do I do on Friday? What I do on Friday is to relax. The weekend is here, and we're looking forward to the actions. Okay, this weekend, football actions across the world this weekend. Okay, so on Friday, to relax, to see where to go and relax in a few moments from now. We'll surely go out to go and relax. All right, so nothing really, just to keep it cool. And what do you do Fridays? On a Friday like this, what do you do? Do let me know. Please drop your comment there. Drop your comment and let me know what you do Friday. So Emeritus Timmy 6248. Can you say me? Oh, I don't know what you're trying to say there. What are you trying to say? Okay, is it all right? Are you trying to say whether I should give you a shout out? Okay, so how you doing? And where are you joining from? Okay. Yes, I can say hi. I think maybe that's what you said. I should say hi to you, right? Okay. Emeritus Semi 6248. All right. Okay, my name. Oh, I should tell you. I think that's what you're trying to say. My name. My name is OJ Matthew. Okay, OJ Matthew is my name. OJ Matthew is my name. Yes, I'm OJ Matthew. You can simply call me OJ Matthew. So if you're joining for the first time, please just subscribe to the channel. Okay, subscribe to the channel JTV Sports Nigeria. JTV Sports Nigeria. So I really appreciate you out there. So thank you for your comments. I love your comments. Thank you so much. The interaction, it's really good. Please give the video a thumbs up. Give this live a thumbs up, please, so that it can be suggested for others to join. Please don't forget the notification bell also, so that each time I come on, you'll get notified. So we talked about a whole lot about football, sports generally on this channel and all that. So if you are a Nigerian, who among you there are Nigerian? Or is a Nigerian? Who among you there is a Nigerian? Okay? Who among there is a Nigerian? And who among there is maybe a Ghanaian or South African? Who among you? Please just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you're a Nigerian or a Ghanaian or a South African, please indicate. Okay, please do indicate. Let me know. Okay. All right. So by and large, that is Sunday Olise saying that Nigeria should do all it can to qualify for the next World Cup. And he said for Nigeria to be at the next World Cup will surely be a disaster. And I completely agree with him. It surely be a disaster. So we'll be ending this live on this note, and come back again and talk about PSG Strasbourg in the French Ligue 1 coming up much later, not less than 2 hours from now. 7:45 is the time, Nigerian time here, when PSG will be on. Okay, so thank you so much. God bless you for joining. I love you. Bye bye.